So we held PMO very nicely. 15 minutes still running. That's a beautiful 15
There's the
minute
small
close.
tank.
There's the beautiful 15-minute close, in my opinion. Retest of PMO, very nice. Now, does it hold? That's the question. Hmm, a lot of resistance right here. All right, guys. So Seth has resistance at 784. Just to shout it out for you guys in case you missed it. It does appear that Seth has a short bias in this zone. Our boy Pedro also has a short bias from 779 to 816 entries. Just making sure I call it out for everybody that might want to take a short. There's a few guys in here that want to do short this market. Hey, Johanna, how are you doing today? What's good, Chino? Chino, make sure you lower your size today. Don't wild out. This is not a day you want to do a mini, all right?
We tapped resistance again on the
Yeah,
1 minute.
yeah. The 3 minutes just showing really strength of resistance. This 3 minute candle close was terrible. Not a good sign for buyers. But look, they're still holding this. 5 minutes like a battleground. 5 minutes of battleground in my opinion. Coin flip, guys. Are we going long or short? Drop the comments. Drop the comments. That doesn't
Shorts.
shorts. Somebody said shorts. Who was that? Ooh, somebody's getting cooked.
There's not enough movement for me to determine what I want to do. We're chopping sideways.
There's no wrong answer, guys. We all don't know what is gonna happen. I'm just being funny. That's all.
No, I'm talking shit. I'm the one who said short,
Oh, it
but
was you. Dang,
yeah, yeah,
you
but
sound like a
I'm not
girl. Like,
trading.
who's that?
No, I'm not trading right now. I'm just watching.
Yeah. I think it's the best thing you could do right now, brother.
Well, short. I was right. Shorts. Look at that.
Seth, I hope you got that 784 that you called out, bro.
Well, 9:30, 9:39. I was in a short.
I would just. Oh, okay, you didn't. But if you did enter, I would break even just to make sure. It's
I
all right,
already
Seth.
hit TP.
It's all right, Seth. It's all right.
Oh,
So 1 hour still battling this PMO area. Not not too shabby. Not too shabby. Nice 30-minute candle showing strength for buyers. It's not over for the Bulls, guys. It's not over. I don't want to hear Ronnie say that she was in a short and she never told us. I don't want to hear that.
She's been gatekeeping her trades.
Yeah, she's gatekeeping all her trades, man.
I was in short since 784. 9:39 for the day. I'm done. Fuck that.
Good shit.
300 was amazing. I'm sick. Should have taken it. It's all right, sub. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Yeah,
It's not an ideal zone you want to take, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah, is it valid because there is prior supply here? Sure. But they could easily just come up here, take everybody out, and then make the move to the downside. You don't want to be in that predicament.
I don't like how this market's moving though. This shit's crazy today.
Trust me, guys, that we're gonna have a lot of nice moves. Just let it trap everybody that they want to trap or whatever they're doing, and then give us the right direction. We'll take easily 60, 70 points, call it a day. Bada bing, bada boom. See here. Yeah, we got like 70 points to the upside if we do make it. And then to the downside, if we're gonna go aim for this right here, we have a total of 140 points, so we'll be fine. And even here, from here to here, we have about 87 points. You have to look at risk from measured perspective of what makes sense. Entering here is like an iffy zone because we've just been sitting here. It's not a clear directional New York open. Let's see here.
Till this 15-minute candle closes, I'd say we're still bullish.
Yeah,
We need to wait for
depending on
this
this open
15
price,
minute.
depending on this open price range, I'll take a decision on what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do. So if you guys don't know what an open range orb is, just the 15-minute, you just put the highest wick to the highest wick to the lowest wick, and you just put orb top or bottom, and then you wait for the directional move after a breakout of those zones. Easiest way to trade, to be honest with you. Just wait for one side to be chosen, and you're just patient trader. Patience always pays. I always say that. And actually executing actually pays. Call a lot of great moves. I'm always talking to Ronnie, and I'm like, damn, Ronnie, why don't I take my trades? She's like, just gotta click the button. Just gotta click the button.
I did something similar to Orb when the FOMC came out. I was watching a 30-minute candle and then I marked out 50% of the candle wicks. And then if it broke a certain wick or broke that structure on the 30-minute, then I took the downside. Ended up winning.
Mm-hmm. You won big, bro. You won big, big. That was amazing. I'm glad that you got a payoff from that, bro. So if you zoom out, guys, when you see this kind of chop, if you zoom out to the 15 or 30 minute, it gives you less anxiety and less impulsive emotion to just take a trade. Just because you're seeing this, you're like, oh my God, it's going down, it's going down. And you might get trapped. You might get trapped. It's better to just zoom out a little bit and just say, hey, you know what? There's really nothing going on. That way your brain doesn't associate movement as in, I need to get in. I'm missing out. That FOMO starts to kick in, that chemistry in your brain just tells you I want to take something. Especially if you had a red day yesterday like me. Sheesh, you got cooked real quick. And this is not a huge range, by the way. This is just about 40 points. Very normal, not nothing crazy. If this was 80 points, I'll be like, yeah, damn, we missed it, you know? Depending on this hour close, by the way, if this hour closes green above this wick, I would say that we're going long. Even if we're in the middle of the range. I would really like for this candle to close like here, and then the next candle at least to wick down and then go back up. That would be perfect for Gonzalo's 30-minute strategy.
One minute's
So
looking super
hope she
bearish.
doesn't go without. I just need 6 minutes more. Just accumulate it for 6 minutes.
Mind the door. Doors frozen.
Our boy Steve made
Going
$600 today. Good job,
one.
Steve. Amazing work, brother. Conviction. Conviction was real.
6.
All right, so far we have a 5-minute continuation candle at the bottom of the orb. Now, orb is still not closed, guys. but it's a nice 5 minute
Second.
continuation candle. So we had the gravestone, little breakdown, and then a retest into PMO to reject back down. But somebody's holding this bottom zone, man. They're not just letting it free fall. There you go. There's signs of buyers present. Now we go back up to the top of the orb. Take out everybody that was an early seller. If you're going long here,
Ground.
just wait for the tap of 740, 737 and go long, and then just make sure you put a tight stop loss 5 points if you do long it. If you're a DGen, all right? What's up, Sagi? How are you, brother?
How it's so feels like summertime.
Good to hear, brother.
That's weird.
Yes,
That's
I
weird.
I agree, Ada. Hey, Joanna, you're unmuted, by the way.
I was wondering what that noise was.
And there goes the move. So like I always tell you guys, this specific candle right here, this
So,
specific candle, let me highlight it
the
for you
good
guys.
news is,
Hey, Johanna,
I know,
you're
I know
unmuted.
what it is, and I've took it out. Right?
I'm gonna
This
kick
is
her
the
out.
problem you got, right? So,
You might be able to mute her.
How?
Yeah, could you?
You might be able to mute her.
You ready to?
I just muted her.
Do you guys hear her?
Yeah.
You still hear
Yeah.
her? All right, let me see
There is a
something.
long piece of metal.
If you right click on her, you should be able to click like server mute.
Okay, do you hear her now?
Nah, it's
I
cool
muted
now.
her already.
Perfect.
Perfect. She's quiet. All right. All right. So you see this candle right here, guys? So this candle in the 5 minute tells us two things. Obviously, we had the gravestone candle, right? We had the engulf candle below, and then we had a tap of the bottom of this becoming like some sort of like demand where buyers were present. This right here is usually a reversal. What I would have preferred is it tapping this right here and then reversing above here. This would have been your indication to enter the moment it crossed over. So think of it like a little snake coming back and forth, right? So the snake, just deleting all this crap, sorry. The snake comes from the top to the bottom, makes his way back up, crosses. The moment it crosses, it goes up until the top of the orb takes everybody out from here. And then it can still come back down. But the ideal thing is you're going to put your stop loss at break even right here. So that's a 5 minute, like, sort of demand zone at this very moment. So pretty much this right here is getting retested as support. And then if you look at the 15 minute, it's a clean breakout. So this was my strategy back before I met Gonzo. I would always look for the 15-minute breakout, just like he does the 30-minute. You see how the 30-minute this would right here would be Gonzalo would 100% tell you should have entered somewhere here. Because the moment that this gets retested, this is the moment that we go up. If the last prior candle gave us 30 minutes here, so like as a matter of fact, how many points is this right here? 20 points. I should probably take this long, but I'm already late to the move. Basically, Gonzo would tell you straight up, guys, wait for the pushback. As long as it doesn't break below the last 30-minute candle, you see this right here? You see how it's coming back to give us an opportunity to enter? As long as it didn't break below this candle, we're good to enter the market. So this little pushback right here is Gonzalo's. Like I would have entered the bottom, or Gonzalo would enter at the pullback of this. As long as we never went above like this zone right here, Gonzalo will tell you you enter here. And then your super tight stop loss at the bottom of the orb. But let's look at the 1 minute. Let's look at the 2 minute. You see how we never closed on the 2 minute below this candle right here? It's clean. They came back for that little small pullback. They're probably squeezing both sides. Wow, very nice, Segi. Segi took a YM trade today. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look at that. Right at the supply. So if you guys paid attention to the zone that I gave you guys for sells, so basically right now we have YM giving us a nice sell-off at 9:30. So a characteristics that I want you guys to know about YM always goes and retraces and then throws itself back into the correct direction. So if you look at the 3 minute, you can see how we tap the supply zone. Even if buys, look, it went buys, neutral candle, buys, trapped all the buyers and sold off. So your indication to enter was this candle right here, and your stop loss was above right here, and then you would see that nice swing to the bottom. The total of 170, 100, whoa, 270 points, guys. So basically, Segi would be looking to exit this market anytime this candle pretty much engulfs back up here. If he's a degen and he wants to hold it, you would hold it and enter into here to add to your position and look to make a 46 420 your full target, because you would add to your position to your winner, right? You wouldn't close your winner early. But if you are taking profit, especially on a day like this, you would be taking profit. So this was a beautiful trade. Very nice execution, Zaggy. And I write here, the reason why I write here supply turns into support, by the way, is because you see here we have previous like areas of resistance. So resistance, we couldn't make it above. So this was a real supply zone, supply zone, supply zone. Then we break above it, creating that support, fake out. I'm sorry, fake down. And then you see the support, 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 and then indication that this can be trapping buyers to come in, and then again squeeze them one more time to enter into the zone to maybe come back up later in the day or break and retest to the bottom. So if we're in the top of the range, we can't continue making new highs. You're only expecting to go back to where? The last prior support, right? As your final TP. Very nice, Segi. All right, so here we're still in this range. As you can see, guys, we have not missed out on anything at all whatsoever with this quad witching. Right now we have sort of a W pattern, just to show you guys on the 1 minute. We have a W ugly pattern. We have a small like support getting like based, and then we can potentially come to the upside from here. This would be a still clean area to buy if you're buying based on the 30 minute. If you look at the 30 minute, it's giving an opportunity to give us our entry to go long. You guys might be saying, Rigo, but why aren't you taking it? I'm being patient, guys. I'm being very, very patient. I'd rather know a clean direction of the move than to get entry earlies. Let me see here. Oh, by the way, Segi, I just noticed you're in buys, not sells. My fault. I thought you caught the sell from YM. So there goes our confirmation of buyers being present and wanting to break now to the upside on the 30 minute. So Gonzo would already be entering this long here, and he would be telling you guys put your stop losses below 755. This would be Gonzo's clean entry, guys. If you guys want to be degens and take it, take it. So there's two confluences I'm giving you. I'm giving you Rigo's W, right, with a retest, right? And your entry is right here. And then Gonzo's entry is here with Rigo's stop loss here. All right, so your stop loss should be 745, 755. You want to be tight. And there you go. We keep seeing a lot of resistance at the top of the orb. For me personally, it's very choppy. There's no real clean direction. We've already been here for 15 minutes. But let's see what happens. I don't like the way the 15-minute candle closed, by the way, but this is why Gonzalo would always tell me the 15-minute doesn't have a lot of strength or view as the 30-minute. Look at the difference between the 15-minute and the 30-minute. The 30-minute is giving us permission to enter this market, while the 15-minute is telling us, hey, be cautious. There's a lot of still sell and buy pressure on both sides, and there's really nothing with a clear direction. Looking at the 5 minutes, you can see how we have this beautiful M pattern. We created some demand at the bottom, and we have the continuation on the 5 minutes. So the 5 minute and the 30 minute are confirming buys. Meanwhile, the 3 minutes confirming a rally-based rally. Look at that. Whoa.
Whoa!
Very nice, very nice. And now do we tap the orb top to continue to the upside? That's going to be the question now. So right now, if
Yo.
you are in longs at this very moment, you're breaking even. You're breaking even now in case this is a fake out. Okay, guys? It's going to be okay if it comes down. You're not closing your position, you're going to let it break you even.
Yo, my TP hit, bro. I'ma see y'all next week, yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. I'm gonna
All
make
I
a
need is one
segment.
win a day, bro.
I'm gonna make a segment at the end of the year where all I hear is him saying, "All right, guys, I'm out. My TP hit."
My TP hit, and then we got to get one with Ronnie saying, "I was trading last night and I made this much."
For real. For real. All right, so we're flagging up. Have a good one, Monk. So we're flagging up, guys. So we already got Gonzo's and Rigo's confluences to be in the right direction of the market. So we do have sort of an M shape on the 15-second break, retest, continuation, a nice, beautiful 30-minute breakout. Now you're just waiting for a new all-time high to rally us into 25,000. If you're holding this position, please make sure you at least trim some profits at 820. Give yourself a payday, whatever the price is. Shave off 70-60% of your winning, and let the market give you a big hand today. You know, let the market really pay you. Things all patience today. Beautiful continuation. Let's go. Sliding price pinks. No, we might be seeing 25,000 for the day. Might be a slow crawl up, but if we break this zone, it's no man's lands above and beyond. Is anybody in the long, if I may ask? It would be lovely, 100%. Especially on a funded account, man. It would be great. Beautiful, guys. Very beautiful. Let's see here. What I'm personally waiting for, guys, the reason why I have not taken it is because I'm waiting for my orb strategy to hit me on a 15-minute breakout with confirmation that we're out of the zone. And this way I can go ahead and get my retest, whatever zone it gives me here to confirm we can continue up. That's the only reason why I have not triggered it. As you guys can see, I did activate my funded account. I did make 3 mistakes yesterday. I was at negative $600 for the day, and I'm chilling. I'm okay taking that small L. I did at one point have $1,000 negative. Terrible decisions, but Ronnie got me out of the grave, guys. Ronnie got me out of the grave. Let me see here. So we have a slow crawl up to the upside. A nice retest of this orb top, which would be 780, 790 would be very nice. It has to be an immediate, like it has to be immediate touch and fly up. That would be my indication to go in. Again, everything I call doesn't have to be exact, but it's usually what you want to see before you enter. Because think about it, market already moved up, right? All these novice traders are gonna enter here and they're gonna get squeezed, and they're gonna close their position, be like, oh, let's trade shorts now, and then the shorts get squeezed, you know. So what better way to make a nice move if you have both sides already getting squeezed and then they make the move to continue with what they want. Beautiful 2 minute breakout, as you can see. 3 minute looks like buys are fully in. 5 minute looks clean. 15 minute gives us a breakout above the orb, and 30 minute Gonzo would be, I made $1,000 today. Gonzo would be so proud of this recording today. I saw Gonzo's photo the other day that he shared, the cactus photo. I'm like, damn, I didn't expect Gonzo to look like that. He's old, he's a
I didn't
boomer,
even
but
see it.
he looks
Where
great.
was it at?
I have no clue. I honestly didn't pay attention. I was a little busy that day, but it was a cactus photo. He's like 6'1", and the cactus is like huge, so he's right next to it. If you go back a little bit, maybe Tuesday, I think, or something like that, it was there. All right, so we can
We're
see
about
that
to test your
rejection.
orb.
Yeah, so we're gonna touch our orb now. We see some sort of like buyers present in the 30 minute. The only way that Gonzo would tell you to get out of this zone is if you're putting your stop loss 763 minimum. So if anything, we are already touching the orb. We already touched the orb. Damn, you were right. I was waiting for more I was waiting for more of like a break in and then going back up. My bad guys, my chart looks a little crazy. NX, did you take this trade by the way? I hope he did.
I just took it when it hit the orb,
Very
but
nice. How
I
much
don't
are
know,
you?
it could reverse.
Nah, just break it. Just, you know, give yourself 10 points of stop loss. It's okay. Accept that small loss. Look at it this way. You have a 30-second, right? So you have this huge W, right? And you have the small retest right here into a nice demand zone. We did tap, and it keeps going. You just don't want it to, like, what this market tends to do all the time. It goes, comes up, you know? I hate that. So everything is W inside W with the retests, nice pullback, and then it should continue into that 820 and above and beyond.
Here, I'll send a picture of my trade. That's what we're looking like right now. And I got in.
Very nice, very nice. That $200 loss seems good, but
About to hit.
if you feel that you need to get out and exit before getting that $200 loss, make sure you do. There's nothing wrong with taking a small $100 loss. There's nothing wrong with taking a $100 loss. I'm letting you know that next. You don't have to save it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I closed
Good. How much did you lose?
150.
Wonderful. You saved yourself $50. So now you have an opportunity to take one more trade if you want to, right? If you want to take one more trade, you're basically going to do only 2 micros and a $50 loss, and that'll be your $200 day. That's how you trade. And that way you either break even to 200, like zero, or you actually add to your position as you have a winner. Like right now is not the time for you to try to make that money back, NX. It's not.
Yep.
What you have to do is you have to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a break. Later on the day, we're going to have some more momentum going. Right now, they're just probably looking for liquidity, blah, blah, blah. And then you take 2 micros. Boom. You just made $100. Well, if you have floating $100 and you see a pullback, it's your time to start adding to your position. That way you come out of that $150 loss. A lot of times we sit on a trade that's really, really good with like small size, and we don't know how to add to our position. So that $100 floating would have been $300-400. I don't know if you guys saw me yesterday. I was sharing that I was adding to my position. I was adding to my position. At one point, I was like 120, 130, when in reality it was only $60 at that point. Um, so you could easily double if you know how to use a fib and you know how to add to your position. All right, so this is orb top, guys. We do have the orb top already coming into play. Let's go ahead and see what the market's doing in the higher time frame. So we do have some sell pressures already after we tap this very, very top. Okay, one quick second, guys. Gonna go ahead and bring this down. So this right here would be an ideal entry for that retracement for entering long, because we have these wick to wick area with small little gap. That little small gap on the 5-minute would be your indication to go long if it holds. Ronnie's probably like, this guy's crazy. Let's see here. Oh, and look at this. We have a very neutral candle. I think we may see some kind of demand here if we tap this zone. 766, 765, 768. Interesting.
we're battling this orb top.
Mm-hmm. So new hour is gonna open in literally 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Very beautiful candle. So as you can see, we are above the orb. Like we're sitting right on top of it. What we want, the next thing to do on this next candle is gonna open, we want market to come down to 760s, 770s, and give us a strong push minimum, or you want 753. 753, you don't want to enter this just because it's going up. Just because it's going up, you don't want to enter this. You want the market to give you a pullback because it's going to trap and squeeze all the buyers right now, and it's going to give you an entry for that pullback zone where it's going to leave a wick behind. That wick behind is going to be our entry to go to the upside. So now we're starting to see like an M shape. They did tap and held support at orb top 783, 782, but you are seeing some supply react to this right here. I believe we're going to go into this zone or max this zone. 750, 763 will be your buy zone. If we just rally from that zone, just make sure you really go small and just enter it and break even as fast as you could. Did anybody unmute themselves so they could speak? The floor is open.
Yeah. Well,
Wow, Segi's aiming for 656, guys. Whoa. He said, F it. I was gonna say the word, I was not. Let me stop. Segi's playing with profits, guys, so don't wild out like him. My boy's cash. Let's see here. All right, so something to consider, by the way. I'm just gonna tell you guys, the 5 minute already does look like some sort of reversal, for the reasons that we do have two candles barred next to each other. If you entered the market here, you would be entering a short at 800, 795, and you would short this to this downside demand. It's a scalp, all right? It's not for you to hold this forever, in my opinion. It's a new 1 hour. It's not something to hold forever. Just be careful. You're going against trend. You're going against everything, and you're being a degen if you do it. I don't recommend it. I'm recommending only buys today. But I don't want anybody that's thinking about shorting this to not take it. I want to encourage you to always take your trades. The only thing you're doing as a trader is managing your risk. Mind you, we've been open already for 30 minutes and the market has not really moved tremendously. We've only moved about 70 points on a day like this. I could expect more moves, more rangy moves, more clean directives. Not something to just pressure yourself to take something because you missed out. Is anybody writing anything? My bad, guys. So much liquidity here. Okay. So there goes our kind of short players trying to play. They're coming into this battlefield. What's up, Caesar? I didn't say hi to you, brother. Let me see here. But I'm waiting. I'm triggering my next trade. My trade plan that I'm giving you guys, I'm triggering it. I don't care. I really am triggering it. So we will do, let's see here. What would Unc say? Let's see. Unc would tell you to go long. He would tell you to hold your long. He wouldn't tell you to close at all. He'll just tell you to keep holding. But something about M30. He'll tell you all the time. Green is green. Take it. If it starts to show resistance, he's out. But yes, he would have told you to long at 767 and above at the breakout of the last 30. I would have told you to enter long at 747, 740s. We should wait for the break above 815. Well, basically right now we are basically retesting orb top. So right now you're entering this long based on the 30-minute and 15-minute. I'm just being patient because I had a red day yesterday. I'm not in a rush to be in a trade. I'm only entering what makes sense to me at the moment with the A plus setup. It's like I'm reading other chats. Let me look at YM for you. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up for you. Alright, so basically right now on YM, my bad, give me a second. This thing looks like trash. I should always delete them before I leave the chart, my bad. So on YM, what I see on YM is they're trying to hold this as a support. Remember I told you guys supply from the past turns into support? Somebody obviously shorted this and they're pretty much trying to hold and not let it break below. Somebody's probably defending a position. This right here, this engulf candle tells you longs. And then the fact that they only brought it to 50% tells you your stop loss would be here. And you're entering now. You're entering now to try to break this into new all-time high. Okay, on YM, guys. This is not NQ. Be careful. Don't get confused. So one beautiful thing about this is you can see also in the 1 minute we did establish some sort of W pattern with the retest of the neckline, and then it continues up. So if you are long Segi, you're gonna make sure your stop loss is maybe 70, maybe 60, 60, 70 to 60 is your stop loss. Give yourself some room to breathe. Maybe 2 micros would be nice just to get some extra cash. Would be beautiful, right? If you see it, take it. I don't think it's a bad idea. It's a really good trade. Plus the fact that you have this pattern right here that always tells me longs. At the bottom of this is always a long, and that's why you see that reaction. I would take it. Anybody else want me to see any specific market? I don't mind. I want to help you see any confluences that you want to see. Or maybe I'm against your confluence. I don't know. Alright, so beautiful 5 minute. As you can see, we did break above. 802 is the resistance. I want to see it hold for another 5 minute close. 30 minutes looking beautiful, honestly. 30-minute 1 hour is looking beautiful. Both of them look like they're holding very strong. We never got that push to the downside right here that I want. I was really gonna trigger this right here. Let's see here. Gold micro 100 tick. Let's see, what do you see on gold? Help me out. So gold is a long. Right now we keep bouncing off this specific zone down here in 36.75. We had a nice engulf out candle, but we're still battling in this supply right here. Gotta be careful there. Very careful. We might be touching base like into the 36.97. We might be making some kind of like basing here before we actually get the full directional move into 3700. Notice how previously I had highlighted this right here. And the reason why I may have highlighted it was because I was looking for buys. Look, there you go. This little signal right here was my buy signal. I was just looking for an area where it would have been clear. I don't remember, honestly, I really don't. But if this was right here, it had to be that I was planning buys. Ooh. NQ is not showing any signs of. Ooh. So right now, if you are scalping, if you're scalping, you have this 4 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what I always talk to you guys about. This would be an indication that you would short and your stop loss is above. So your entry is the moment it breaks below, and your stop loss would be like 798, 798, 800. Except, I know you keep saying resistance 802. This is your shot to short. Looking to aim for that 766 and maybe below even more. Who knows? Who knows? And there you go. Come to my demand zone, baby. Let's see if you give me a nice long, beautiful rally. Look at the 1 hour, guys. We're pushing down. So basically, we have equal highs at the moment, even though this one got a little higher. Equal highs because of the fact that the wicks showed resistance at that 816. What's up, Goldman? My bad, I didn't say hi to you, brother. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to cough. So the play right here is making sure you could enter literally at the top of this last candle short. Your stop loss will be somewhere around here, and you're letting it flush down into our demand zone, hopefully. Still waiting, guys. There's really not much happening at the moment. Okay, our boy's saying longs on ES. Let's see. Very nice, nice catch. Let's see here. I don't know how the cup and handle works, so I don't really want to say something, you know. But I do see here. Let me see here. We had resistance up here, right marked. Didn't type exactly entirely. So we had resistance, resistance, resistance. No new high. Just equal highs, you know. Tricky. Because as you can see, all it was a corrective move to then go back up right away. And they're continuing to hold. It's alright. She's probably tilted. I hope you're not tilted. I hope you're not tilted. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Correct. I do agree with Sagi. No position is better than the bad position. It's a lot of chop. It's a lot of chops, a lot of things that you just have to be I unmuted Johanna, by the way, just in case. Hey Johanna, can you hear me? Yeah, thank you, Johanna. I unmuted
Yes, I
you.
can hear you. Yes,
Perfect.
yes.
I unmuted you just in case, alright? I don't want
Yes,
you to
no
be
worries.
muted.
Thank you.
You're good. Alright, let's see here. If you have any question, guys, please let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys may have to my best ability. Let's see here. Alright, so 5 minutes looking to continue to hold this zone. We're right on top of the orb. Really weird. And then the 15-minute gives us a breakout one more time. I'm curious if we're ever going to get the bottom that I want, 767. All right, so you can already see a little bit more clear on the 5 minute. You see how we continue to break and like kind of like fight this zone. Really hoping they let us get that 766, 767. Sellers are active now. They're playing the nice game here. And you know what's funny, guys? Look at this 1 minute candle. It doesn't have a wick. Those are usually magnets to me. To me, this is a magnet right here. So this right here is your indication to short, because if it rejects, you're coming into the zone right here because of the magnet candle I'm talking about. If you're short, you're still holding your short. Very nice. Trying to mark zones that can give me like TPs later if we do break below with a lot of momentum. All right, so there's our zone, guys, that we just tapped right now. Here's our zone 767 that I was talking about. There we go. There's the buyer's presence. They're trying to hold it. I'm gonna take a cheap shot.
Order filled.
Tight stop loss. Giving myself some room to breathe. I said I was gonna trade the plan and plan the trade, right? If it takes me out, I'm only gonna take a $30 loss. And then once I'm up above like this zone right here, I could add to my position with a break even. I'm gonna break even now.
Order filled.
Dang, took me out. It's all right. All right, so that demand zone was breached already. So it's no longer a quote unquote demand zone for me anymore. But that is a double top right here, guys. It is a double top. We have a beautiful break down from orb. We did breach the demand zone I was looking at. So if you are in a short, okay? If you are in this short, what you're looking for now is you're going to pretty much wait for the market to give us this kind of like push to the upside here. Retest the orb one more time, and you're holding that no matter what. If you are short from the top that I called right here, You're pretty much waiting for this market to jump down into this zone, and you're gonna let it rocket to the bottom. I'm not gonna say rocket. You're gonna let it flush down, and you're targeting these kind of zones that I marked out. You're gonna be targeting 720. You're gonna be targeting 615. All right. These are the zones that you might be targeting for shorts. And why? Because you have these long wicks right here. See this long wick right there? You're gonna be targeting that zone. If it's a valid short, you're targeting this wick, and you're targeting this wick right here. Two TPs, let's say 670 would be target one, and target two would be 608, just to give yourself enough room to make sure you don't miss out. See here. Now, I'm not saying this is a short long, like, I'm not saying this is a short that you're gonna hold for the rest of the day, right? But I'm explaining that if at this very moment we just start plummeting down like crazy after this whole like morning open that hasn't really done much, you're just holding your position. You would make sure you trim at least 50% of your position and let it run. Why you let it run is because there's nothing to lose, guys. There's nothing to lose, especially if you're green for the day. Why not let it run and run? Let it run. That's a total of 180 points. That's very, very good. That's very, very good. Now, the moment that you're exiting the market, right? How do you exit the market is, let's say you have this kind of extended exhaustion right here where buyers are showing signs of strength. The moment you see the next candle close some sort of like higher than the last candle on maybe like the 15-minute or 5-minute, that's your sign to get out. So for example, you see how we went up, came back, but we never closed. We went up sideways. We came down. They tried to close it, but they couldn't. They went up. Same thing. Does the last candle that closes in the 5 or 15-minute confirm a time to exit? That's your question. If you're short, I'm not saying to short this right now, right now. I think you were supposed to short up here. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice, Segi. Now, the 2-minute confirms buyers are present in the zone that I talked about. I said 750s, 760s, and look, they did tap 755, and now they're making their way back up. Very nice retest of 768. Mark has given us permission to enter this long, by the way. I believe it's given us permission. We did tap a zone that's sort of demand. So look, they leave to me, these little areas of gaps like this, you see the wick? It obviously went a little lower, but it still is valid because of this right here. If you're short at the top, you're leaving your short open to break even. This right here is a reversal candle. We just don't know how far it can go. Nice little rally. Beautiful little rally. It's totaled of 30 points so far. I bet NX is like $500 up right now. NX, are you in any position at the moment? Look at that recovery on the 30-minute, guys. It's beautiful. That's what we wanted it, but it had to be rapid move, and it didn't. That's why I moved my break even. I would have still got stopped out with $30 profit, $30 negative. So I'm glad that I broke even. All right, so there's our retest of the neckline for the double top. So as you guys can see on the 3-minute, right? So if we have supposedly a double top, right? A retest of that. You can already see the rejection, right? What's the next move? Do we take this liquidity that they've generated here on purpose and go up into that 25,000, or do we actually flush? I don't know. That's the question, man. To me, it's always a buy. It's always a buy for me. And the fact that they couldn't go any lower than like 770s, it tells me that they want to go up. Let's see. If we start plummeting down below orb, I'm shifting my bias to aim for those shorts that I called about. Damn, I hate being the only person talking, guys. Anybody want to share ideas? Anybody want to have the open floor for you guys? Like the floor is open. Don't be shy. There's no dumb questions. There's no dumb insights. There's nothing that is wrong that you can say. I'm probably saying everything wrong too, by the way. Let's see what gold is doing. I want to see what gold is doing. Gold is having a nice little rally to the upside. Very nice. They're aiming for that 3,700. YM struggling to go past that 600 zone. Interesting. So they did respect that supply. So supply and set supply. On top of supply. What is ES doing? Same thing. Struggling a little bit. I'm with you on that, Segi. There you go. And they're taking already that long. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's crazy. So rally, base, rally. You see that, guys? If you look at the 5 second, it was clean. Look, they did the reversal pattern. So we have a reversal pattern. Based, rally, base, rallied. Right into supply. Interesting. Very interesting. 30 minutes still fighting that zone. 30-minute closes in 2 minutes, by the way, guys. 2 minutes.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
So yeah, they generated a lot of liquidity here, and they're going to the upside now. But you guys can see how it's better to be patient and wait for more confluences than just triggering and triggering and triggering and getting frustrated and getting frustrated. Like right now, I feel calm. I feel nice. I feel good. You know, I executed. I planned. It didn't go. I broke even. It feels nice when you do that. And then when you sit here for a long ass time and you get frustrated, then that calmness goes away, and then you start feeling like, damn, I'm missing out. I'm missing out. I'm missing out. And then you start taking trades that you think your brain wants you to see, and you don't see nothing. And then you over leverage, and you're like, damn, everybody's making money. I haven't made anything. And then you start losing. This is how this happens, guys. This is how this happens. It's all transparency, guys. Look at this. It went from being $50 negative, 18, 14, 40, 46 to 190. Why? Look at the position size. Position size. Position size. It's not that I don't know how to trade, right? I'm just entering once the move already happened with a super tight stop loss, and it goes in my direction right after. You have to be careful. You can still make a lot of money with small size, guys. Let's see here. All right. Interesting. New 30-minute candle incoming, guys. One more minute. Anybody red for the day? Anybody green? Any positions you've taken that we called? I want to know, guys. Don't reserve it. When you guys stay quiet, I get nervous. Let me take all these EMAs. I don't know why they're here. I don't even know why they're on. That's more distractions for me. Interesting. This is still a reversal signal, and it's getting respected because we haven't gone above this candle here. If you're still short from the top, guys, just try to move your stop loss at 790. If you're still short, just in case you don't want to get wicked out and then comes back. I'm still long bias. I'm looking for my longs. Give me one second. I got a cough. So in reality, guys, what has really happened today? Not much, right? All we have is the orb top, right? We have orb top. Oops. Orb top. We have only 40 points of range of orb. We've retested it multiple times. We faked down, then we came back up. We trapped some sellers, and now we're retesting it to continue to the upside one more time. But it's failing. It's failing. This is where people start to lose patience. They don't know how to walk away. They don't know how to think, hey, you know what? Market's not really giving me a direction yet. I could wait. So sleepy, guys. I'm so sleepy. Anybody doing anything special this weekend? I don't get my girls this weekend. I'm a little sad. Okay, just be careful. At 2:30, Daly is speaking, and Steve also sends a reminder that 3 p.m. Donald Trump signs executive orders. So please be very careful there, guys. All right, so look, 30-minute did confirm holding and not breaking above that 790, 789. This would be a meltdown at this very moment. If you're short, you're gonna get that short. It looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. It's starting to look clean. You just want to be careful, guys. Be careful. Don't enter now, but if you were at the top, you want to give yourself a little bit of room just to make sure you don't get stopped off. Bum, bum, bum. I was expecting more of an explosive volatility for this. Maybe it's too early for me to wish that, right? Let me flip my chart and see what I see, guys. Um, I have a question for you guys. Isn't this called like a breaker block? Or no? Let me look it up on Google real quick. Breaker block. No, it's not a breaker block. Okay. Interesting. Let me see something here. I'm gonna have to study that just to make sure I get the right terminology and I don't say the wrong thing, guys. Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna send it to you guys. Let me know what you think. I don't know the right terminology for this stuff, so. Hey, Gold, you're unmuted. I'm gonna mute you. Alright, let's mute her. That wouldn't be a valid breaker block because the breaker block would just give us that bullish momentum without any hesitation. Trying to learn something while we're in the live, guys. My bad. So a breaker block is basically something that acts as bullish support or acting as supply. So basically, right here is, oh no, let me see. I might have to see it on the bigger time frame. Okay, I see what they were referring to. So this would be a bullish breaker block, I guess. This would be a bearish breaker block. Interesting. Good to know. If I'm wrong, guys, explain it over. That's fine. You guys can explain that to me. School me. So we do have sellers in control at this very moment. We're retesting this zone one more time. 30-minute giving us reversals. 1 hour is giving us sort of like a higher time frame up top of the range. All right, so it's melting down, I guess. So we're already making our way down to our bottom, guys. So we have a double top with a retest of the neckline to the bottom. Obviously, we want to see the zone of the bottom. You got to fake out to then come back up. If that's what the initial trade is going to be, that they're just trapping both sides or just kind of like pretty much not finding any way of breaking this new high. Anything below like the 720, 730s, I would start looking for shorts. You're basically sitting in cash if you took the top of this trade. $15-minute, 30-minute, both giving you confluences of shorts. 5-minute as well, giving you a clean entry. Yeah, they're just melting down, guys. Melting down. Interesting, Steve. And how does the... Wait, Steve's still here? Oh, Steve is here. Hey, Steve, how does the U.S. government voting on the funding bill affect equities, the markets in general? I'm not sure about that one. I don't even know what the bill is about. I haven't looked into it. Let's Google it. All right, here's the most important thing. Hmm. Okay. So far we have a meltdown from the markets, guys. We have so far 56 points to the bottom after they tried to rally to the upside. It appears we have the equal highs never really came back up. We still haven't made a new low. Still haven't made a new low, but we already breached structure to start some sort of bearish move to the downside. This was already breached, so I'm gonna cancel this demand zone. So it appears we have, let's see here. This was acting as supply. Why does zone 812 to 781 is because we have this huge candle that created that down pressure move, and then we can never break above it. It always tapped a little bit above the candle, but it would always close below as wicks. So wicks is verifying us to have some sort of supply. And then if you look over to the left, we do have this zone that, yes, did we go above? Yes, we did a little bit, but unfortunately they didn't hold. So now we do have that engulf candle from 30-minute and below. So we did identify some nice opportunities on the 15 and 30-minute breakout for longs. They weren't long lived, but they were enough to say, hey, it did look promising, and now they're just moving it to the downside. Um, and we did identify the short opportunity. So two opportunities were disclosed and identified early in this market. Now we have to see, does the market do a fake out to come back up? We don't know. We have to find out. Stay tuned. Let's see. We do have this little neutral candle here that would be an indication that maybe we tap this might be of the demand zone. Look how we're already tapping it. You see that? We're already tapping it, and we are already seeing some sort of bullish move. If we zoom in, you can see it a little bit more clear. Sorry guys, I'm coughing. This would be bottom of the orb, right? So bottom of the orb usually comes and gets tested, and then they do a fake out. Sorry, fake down. So the fake down usually is to trap more people to think that, oh, we're gonna flush entirely, and then you start seeing this reaction that we're seeing right now. So as I was already identifying this neutral candle down here where it was previous resistance to turn into supply, and then that confirmed being tested for support. So now that we have a demand zone identified, we can say that this is still not a short day, right? Now we just have to wait and confirm our confluences on what are we going to do now? What are we going to do, market? So this is a zone that if you are short, please trim your profits. Make sure you are either break even or, add to your position if we break below 725, 730, which I did call out, by the way. I did forget I did call that out. I think it was 730. Yeah. Interesting. I called it out before I even marked it. As I was marking it, I was doing that already. Interesting. Not that I'm always right, guys. I promise I'm never wrong. I'm never right 100%. I'm a 40% trader. What I mean by that is when I win big, and when I lose, try to cut it short. Except yesterday, it was just over leveraged. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So we are already running from that demand zone a total of 18, 20 points, 20 points more or less. Let's see here. What we want is for market to revisit us here at this demand, or at least halfway through, to give us a tap and give us a nice run to the upside. That would be really nice. And look at the 5 minute. The 5 minutes confirming buys. Look at that. Super strong. Very nice reaction. We're gonna start looking for potential fight to the upside one more time. What's up, Segi? We're looking for longs one more time in NQ. We just tapped the demand zone, and now we're gonna see if we make our way up. I'm gonna give this out to price pings. Cool, cool. Let me send this over to Claudia's team as well, just in case. I go to like different servers and I send out all the same information that I have. All right, so let's see here. So we do have sellers trying to protect. That's crazy. As I was talking about this zone and I was marking it, it tapped it immediately. That's crazy. All right, so 3 minute gave us a nice support candle in my opinion. Right, as you can see, we did tap demand, we did establish some sort of support. In order for me to take this long now, I need this 4 bar candle. I always talk about it all the time. I need like 1, 2, and then the engulf above this would be my indication to go long. But if it doesn't do that, look at it happen already. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And that's how you, as you can see, if you're just patient waiting for specific zones, these kind of things happen. Our boy says he's aiming for all-time highs. Let's go. Segi with the sniper. My boy said, let's go. Run it up, bro. Run it up. Beautiful engulf candle. You know, we already broke below. I'm sorry, above this right here. So this little pullback right here in PMO would be a nice indication to continue longing. I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious that I should have taken the trade at the bottom. XL talking, saying nice things with Trump. Let's go. Who's Zai, the Chinese guy, right? Is that what you're talking about, Steve? Steve will do it. Hey Steve, do you know who Steve will do it is? I'm on my copy trade accounts, finish with my main. What is up? Spike was. That's what it was. Okay. But cool, right? Really cool how it reacts at the demand zones. I don't know, it's so crazy. It still blows my mind, man. It always blows my mind. Are they talking trade conversations or what? All right, so it looks like Pedro is long. I'm just making sure you guys know. Pedro's long and he has a stop loss at 655. Remember, he's a 1 micro, 2 micro trader. So he has a wide stop loss and he's looking to aim for longs. I like to use him as confluence. He says once above all-time high in the 5 minute, he's going to move a stop loss to 707. Interesting. That's a wide ass stop loss. Imagine being on a stop loss that wide all day, just setting and forgetting. I like that. Set and forget, like Alex G. I can't set and forget. I get like antsy. All right, let's see here. We're back at the bottom of the orb. Who's writing me a message? Can't see where that was from. Nice pullback. Nice 5-minute continuation candle. Let's see here. Who the heck is writing to me? I don't know where he's at. Oh, it was Osho. So Osho's telling us that Trump announced we got $17 trillion through tariffs. 17 trillion. That's a lot of money. I don't see how we got that, but hope it gets passed on to us for once. Yeah, that would be nice, right? All right, so buyers are still here, guys. So we have a 2-minute bar coding, 3 minutes establishing buyers supports, 5-minute confirms that we still hold this position. Let's take a look. Let's take a look what happens. Fossil Fuel goes like somehow I made 6 grand. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's a good mistake. All right, so we're getting some kind of like buyer's presence to show here. They're fighting. Three-minute looks clean for buys, guys. He says, I got a notification and it came up on my phone. I ran back home. It's so funny. That's a lovely mistake. Let me see here. Beautiful 5-minute breakout. We're gonna go fight that supply zone one more time, guys. Is anybody in longs at this very moment that took the bottom? Yo, Matt, what's good, bro? I never had any gold physical, Steve. That's funny. The 1 hour looks heavy. You have all this liquidity here, guys. So we have supply, 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 supply one more time, equal highs again. That's where we're seeing that small flush rejecting to create new highs. So if you see this, if you zoom out on the 5-minute, guys, we have a higher high, a lower high, and another lower high. So they're looking for a new low low. Where would our new low low be? It would be obviously right where 720, maybe even 715. Tricky, very tricky. Save it if you get it, 100%. Yeah, gold is ridiculous. My brother bought a chain for like $8,000. I'm like, what the heck? By the way, I'm not talking to myself, guys. I'm talking to Steve. He chats in private. The only way you're shorting this right now is 762 or 770, guys. Gold is reacting to somebody speaking. Let's look at gold. Wow, look at gold. Let me unmute gold. What is she doing with her trade? Hey, gold, are you still in a trade? Ooh, look at supply tapped and goes down.
No, I closed.
Okay. How much did you make on your gold trade?
Yeah, it's stop loss is 50, 100 ticks is profit.
Very nice. My bad, Goat. I had you muted because you keep on muting yourself, and then
Yeah,
we hear your background. We don't want to hear it. Just in case. You could talk, by the way. You could always talk. There's no
yeah,
problem. Just make sure that
yeah,
when you talk, mute yourself. You know.
yeah. I will. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's see a YM. What is YM doing, guys? Hmm. So we did reject off the top. We're still bouncing around. It appears they're all bouncing around. They're not really doing much. They're creating new low highs on the lower time frame. Higher time frame, we couldn't make a new higher high on ES. This could be the reason why we're going back down to 66.79 on ES. As you can see, the 4 hour just looks heavy on NQ. Wow, 737. Try to bounce here in this demand zone again, getting tested. We'll change this to gray. Gray means that it was tested. It's really rangy, guys. This is a new 1 hour, by the way. That's interesting. It's a new 1 hour, and we're like seeing so much heavy pressure, but somebody's defending that demand zone. Hmm.
If the 15-minute ends up closing below the bottom of the orb, I might consider taking a short and riding it down
I
to
do
like
agree with
the
you.
675 maybe.
I do agree with you. So one of the things I did mention to you guys is, so if you notice over here, we had the opening price before pre-market gave us a nice rally. They came to the top of the orb, they faked out, came back down, and from here they pretty much entered back in, enter back in, enter back in. It's like somebody's protecting this zone. And the fact that we retested 830, I'm sorry, 730, something iffy is happening here. They're either trying to trap people and they're just trying to keep the price here. Um, but yes, I do agree. The 15-minute close above or below of the orb should give you kind of a direction for the rest of the day. It just needs to make sure you just need to make sure that the next 15 always looks like it is continuing to that direction. So for example, if here we close red, then it indicates the sell pressure is too much. Even if we closed above, see this? And then the next candle just couldn't break above. Like the fact that we didn't break above this wick, it already told me that sellers were going to be present in the zone. And it was going to be rangy. I mean, Ronnie did tell us it was going to be a rangy, choppy day. Uh, I would just keep waiting for a direction above or below. Don't get impatient, guys. And remember, it is Friday, guys. You basically don't have to trade today. If you're green for the week, you don't have to sit here and put yourself through pain for 4 or 5 hours. Unless you're Steve. Steve's trying to make some money back. Right, Steve? You're on his plan and staying long on a fat board. Let's see here. Alright, so there's some sort of demand there. I'm gonna take this.
Order filled.
Small tight stop loss. Maybe I should have waited. Like the structure of like a W shape that I always look for. Yes, baby, give it to me. I'm just trying to trigger when I need a trigger, guys. Oh, there's somebody specifically talking that it's causing the markets to move. That's why you're seeing this, guys. All right, and it takes me out. Or not. Just give me 100 points up. I'll be happy with 100 points up. We tapped another supply zone. Yeah, we tapped another supply zone. So we're playing like supply, supply. You see it? Supply right here. Supply right here. Come on, just break me out of here, please. See, we tap supply one more time. Just looks so heavy on the 15-minute. I'm gonna break even right here. If it does take me out, it takes me out.
Order filled.
$40, I'll take it. It wants to breach this like supply zone. They've tested it 3 times. That's not a good sign, by the way. It needs to fly now. And if it doesn't fly now, it's gonna fall. Yeah, there you go. Nice push to the upside. Does it hold is a question. Starting to look like an SMT on the 2-minute, guys. 30 minutes still looks heavy. Or bottom got retested and continuing to the upside. If you're long now, and you're making sure you put a tight stop loss, like maybe 735. That 5-minute starting to look clean for longs. It just needs to close above like 751, in my opinion. Yeah, they're heavy as hell
Like
right
the
now.
sellers are firing right back.
Yeah. Fourth time getting retested on the zone, guys. Fourth
I don't
time.
like that. I think we're going down.
Fourth time is not good.
New 15-minute coming up.
And how many minutes? Oh,
One.
I see that.
Probably like 30 seconds.
Alright, I see that. So that's not a good sign, guys. We're gonna free fall right here.
There's the new 15.
They breached it. They breached the demand zone. They breached it. So we're gonna look for sells at 740, in my opinion. Retest the orb top to go down. It's not going up. Come on. Come back to 740.
I caught it at 741 and I'm still holding my position
Hold it. Hold it. Damn,
because
it's leaving without me.
it's looking like it's tanking.
Yeah, it looks heavy. It looks heavy on the 30 minute. It looks heavy on the 15 minute. On the 1 hour, it looks heavy too. Sheesh. Come on. Come back for me, bro. Make sure you have like a 10-point stop. You heard?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, cause that like there's this 750 that looks iffy there. It's a 15-second no wick candle. Those kind of act like magnets sometimes. It's leaving without me, bro. Come on, come back for daddy. You could add to your position, by the way, and you could break even right away. It's still early to add to your position. Like if you go to like
True.
737, 740, add 5 more micros and then break even. You heard?
My TP's at 700.
All right, so there's a
Drop.
SMT on the 5-second right now. It's almost like if they're retesting this demand zone to drop. They're testing waters on the demand zone. All right, so buyers are stepping in one more time, 15 seconds. Fighting some resistance. 739, 740 would be optimal trade entry for shorts. Maybe even 748 between that. I'm trying to just make sure I don't overlook any time frame that's giving me strong bullish momentum. On the 4 hour, we sort of had like a wick to wick moment at 730, 725, 723. I don't like those kind of reactions, so they usually go into reversal. Second here. All right, so buyers did step in one more time on the 1 minute. Double top, low high, low high. This would be our lower low. We would make a new low high one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 time would be a charm for a flush. Hey Ronnie, what do you see in the markets right now? Do you see anything specific?
I'm not comfortable trading today, so I'm not gonna give you guys any biases. I see like nothing. So I'm not gonna, I don't want to sway anybody the wrong way, but anything could happen on this day. Like this is a very choppy day historically. So just got to be careful, guys. You know, we could do a major reversal to the upside right now.
I agree. I agree. All right, so there's our nice 15-minute candle giving us buyer strength one more time. But does it hold is the question. 5-minute close as a buyer's candle above demand zone.
I got stopped out. I set my stop in profit, so I made a quick $30, but
Hey, $30 is gas money, bro. Good job. All right, so we are just creating new lower highs on the 5 second. It's gonna go and rally now. How far does it go though is the question. Our next targets for longs will be like 760 if it does rally, guys. Nice 1 minute engulf candle. Nice reversal signal on the 2 minute. 3 minutes engulf and above is about to close. 5 minutes giving us a strong demand, above demand. They already swept the bottom. Interesting. I don't know. I want to take a long here. Just being cautious here. It's for them to go to the low high, you know? It's just so dang heavy, dude. Look at that. Yeah, they're going down to the biz. Let's see here.
And we say bye-bye.
Literally, right, Chino? I hear you. But there's our that's literally us tapping into supply right here where I mentioned 741 would be nice for entry. I got kind of like deviated with the 5 minute and the other time frames. So
I
basically,
should have held from 784.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we should rally. Yeah, look at it go.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take a
I had the
small
right
cheap.
bias.
I'm gonna take a cheap long, and this is gonna be probably my last trade for the day, guys. I should have pulled the trigger earlier. So I'm short at this moment, guys. The heck was that? I'm at break
Order
even.
filled.
Ah, took me out. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Gold is moving. What is gold doing? Oh, nice. Gold is moving. Very nice. Where's gold heading to? They're just moving. Wow. Gold was stalled for a long ass time and they rallied. Jeez. Alright, so thankfully I hit my stop
Wow.
loss at break even because damn, look at that rally, bro. They're just switching it up real quick. It's like what Ronnie said, they could just reverse right away. Wow. They're fighting VWAP right now. Oh, look. Rally base rally. Interesting. This is the retest of orb one more time. So if it rejects and it flushes down, it'll be interesting to see how that goes for the rest of the day. Or does it actually go long?
Order filled.
I'm gonna take a long here and I'm gonna just break even as soon as I can. Nope, they're gonna take me out. They're tapping demand one more time. We're right in the gap. You're better off buying here at the very bottom than up here, guys. That was an impulsive trigger.
Order filled.
Alright, so that's my stop loss for the day. Alright, boys and girls. We waited all day. We triggered. We tried. It's off for the day already. I'm shutting down this machine. I need to make sure I squeeze this account to get back into the positives. So I'm not gonna
Bro,
go
you don't
deep. Go ahead.
you don't change your bias though.
Yeah, you know what the problem is that I wanted to see if we tap this 763 for a new high or equal high, so I could get a quick scalp and get out. So
I mean,
like
it's
so like I did mention, it
then
created new like low highs, low highs, low highs, and low highs, and then they brought it back down. So had I entered and got out as soon as I
see the
saw that
one
it wasn't running my direction, I should have just got out.
yeah
I
the
held
the
that for
1 minute trend is literally showing bears are in control right now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna keep falling. To where? Uh, I think it's gonna get to the 700s.
Yeah, that's the target I had right here. I was just trying to get a quick scalp to then hope for a break even, get as much as I could squeeze out of that, and then come back down. Trading against the trend is not good, guys. As you guys can see that. So that's that for today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. I'm gonna end the stream for now, and I'll probably recoup with you guys later if I do see a clean setup. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Take
Later,
care.
bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.